Eating out is probably most likely keeping you broke. So, besides housing and transportation, did you know that eating out is actually one of the biggest expenses most people have? It's actually pretty crazy to think about, especially if it's like fast food, things that are more, affordable. They actually add up the most because you just don't think it will. Even eating out like 2, 3 times a week at fast food restaurants adds up so much. It's just mind boggling. So, if you're having a hard time saving money or you just want to save more, if you have a goal you need to get to, you want to get to soon, I would suggest going into your bank statement, go to the previous month, and just add up every single time you ate out or even bought something at a gas station, convenience store, and just add them all up. The total might surprise you. So think about it, that money could literally be money in your pocket or in your savings account. So then, what is the solution? You already probably guessed it is cooking at home. You don't have to cook every day, and it doesn't have to be this annoying thing, right? So one of the best ways that I've found to go about this is to divide up your food into categories. So you got your base, your proteins, and then a vegetable. And then we have like a miscellaneous section. So for the first section, which is your base, you can do pasta or rice. And of course, you can mix it up within these. So you can do different types of rice, different types of pasta. You can do quinoa. You can even do oats, okay? You can make savory oats if you can believe it. And even bread or tortillas can be a base if you want to make tacos or sandwiches. So this is your first section. Next is your protein. So I feel like this is Chipotle right now. So you got your meats, chicken, beef, pork if you eat pork. You can also do more vegetarian options. So falafel is one I love to do. I actually make this really good baked falafel, which is awesome, and it's a great meat substitute. So that's going to be your protein. There's a lot more, of course, but it's just very, very basic. Next is your vegetable, because you want to always have something either green or something like a vegetable on your plate. So carrots, broccoli, zucchini, Brussels sprouts, whatever it may be. It's always good to have that on your plate, or like a side salad, something like this. So the last section is miscellaneous, things that don't really fit anywhere else. So you got your soups, your stews, chilies, you have casseroles, burgers. So if you're starting from absolute scratch, I'm talking about you never cook, you always eat out, where I'm going to go to more extreme side. What I would suggest is start cooking things that you would normally eat out. So for example, if you're always eating out and eating like cheeseburgers or something, learn how to make that at home. What you will find a lot of the times is that you make it so much better at home than even eating out, and you're going to save so much money. So I would say to start eating things you already like. That way, you're actually going to eat the things and you're actually going to get excited about the things that you have at home. But when it comes to cooking, really what you have to do is just follow instructions. It's so much easier nowadays. I feel like we don't really have to follow just a cookbook. We actually have visuals, like we can follow a video. It's so much better. But if you can follow simple instructions, you can cook. I think honestly anybody, for the most part, anybody can cook. And it's such a beautiful luxury that we have. So like I mentioned before, you do not want to be cooking every day. Nobody in their right mind, well, maybe if like that's your like passion, and even then it's like still can be a lot. Nobody wants to be cooking every day for the most part. So what I would suggest is to pick a day or two in the week and then just knock it out then, and then you're good for the rest of the week. But you don't want to be eating the same thing. So what I would suggest, make a couple different options and then mix and match throughout the week. So you can make, for example, a base rice and pasta, and then for protein, chicken and beef, and then vegetable, broccoli and carrots, just to be very, very basic. And also you want a couple different sauces, because you'd be surprised, but like the sauce really can change the whole meal. So even if you're just eating like rice with chicken, but you have a different sauce that you kind of can put on it, it can change the whole thing. So definitely add sauce, because that's just a different layer that can make it like infinitely more combinations that you can make. Mix and match it throughout the week, and that way things don't get stale. And cook a lot if you're able to. If you have enough space in your kitchen, cook a lot at once. I'm telling you, when you have this burst of energy, take advantage of it. All right, put whatever you don't eat in the fridge, and then the rest stuff it in the freezer, right? Because there's gonna be times when you have nothing in your fridge, and that freezer food is gonna save you. And trust me, if you know how to heat it right, it's gonna taste just as good as the first day. By the way, if you want a little tip on how to heat up your food without using a microwave, I found this little hack that I'm gonna show you right now. So all you have to do is take a pan, fill it with about ½ inch of water, and put the heat on to medium. And you want to put a mason jar ring right in the center. Then you want to take the plate with the food that you want to heat up and just place it right in there. Then just cover it, wait a few minutes. When it starts getting hot, you want to flip it just so it can heat up evenly. And that's it. It's super quick, and the food actually retains its nutrients, unlike with the microwave. So hopefully this video has encouraged you to get into the kitchen, because like for real, this is such a lifestyle shift that it is so worth it if you want to save money. And also, it's better for your health because you actually know what's going into the food. But it's a beautiful thing. My husband and I save so much money because we literally cook every night. Well, we try to cook like every other night, so we try to make enough for like the next day so we don't have to cook every day. But it's just a beautiful thing, even with us like bonding, and if you're by yourself, it's just very nice, intentional, like slow time that you can just put on some music and make it like a really nice experience. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to watch this one next. Thank you guys so much, and God bless. Bye for now.